Welcome to Satyaraj English Tech channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. What is a metaphysical poetry? Metaphysical poetry is a word which was adopted by Samuel Johnson. Metaphysical poetry is a lyrical poem of 17th century England. The word meta means beyond and physics means science of concrete things. Then what is a metaphysics? Which means a subject that deals with things which does not have concrete shape. Metaphysics means subject that deals with things which do not have concrete shape. The term metaphysical was applied to style of 17th century poetry first by John Dryden. This was first applied during 17th century by John Dryden and later by Dr. Samuel Johnson. Metaphysical poetry represents a revolt against the conventions of Elizabethan love poetry and especially the typical patriarchal conceits. Metaphysical poetry was against to love poetry, Elizabethan love poetry and patriarchal conceits. Major poets of metaphysical poetry were John Donne, George Herbert, Andrew Marvell and Henry Vaughan. Lives of the most eminent English poets was the famous work which was written by Samuel Johnson. Characteristics of metaphysical poetry. Metaphysical poems are highly intellectual. They contain large doses of wit. Uses imagery. Frequently paradox were used. Highly complicated thoughts. Wholeness. Metaphysical poetry consists wholeness. The language of metaphysical poetry is colloquial. Presentation of metaphysical poetry must be in argumentative. Okay. Metaphysical poetry the uses conceits comparison between objects. Okay. And one of the important characteristic of metaphysical poetry was this is the dramatic quality of the language which contains argument between or dialogue between the poet and the lover or God or himself. Okay. The style of metaphysical poetry is concise and epigrammatic. These were the characteristics of metaphysical poetry. Let us look at this: imagery, paradox, wholeness, colloquial, argumentative, comparison between objects, dialogue between poet and lover, God or himself, concise and epigrammatic. Okay, this is all about metaphysical poetry. Thank you guys. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Satyaraj English Tech. For more videos, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube.